Hi everyone, my name is Kasia. I'm starting a vlog, y'all. Woo! Yes! I am a singer. I am being classically trained at New York University as a graduate student. I am studying vocal performance. I am primarily focused on classical music. Being classically trained, I would like to be an opera singer. Oh my god! I also sing musical theater. I'm that person. I cross over. God gave me all the talents and I will use them all. No, okay. Yeah, but I basically think there needs to be a vlog talking about the process that I'm going through to get to where I'm trying to go. I'm not there yet, which is why I want to do this, because I've learned so much in like the last couple of months. It's ridiculous. I would like to share my experiences with anyone who wants to listen. I'd like to hear back from anybody who's going through the same thing as me. Like, let's get conversations going, okay? So just a little background on me. I am very young. I'm in my early 20s. Never asked a lady her age. I am an African-American female. I just moved to New York City. I've only been here like 8 months or something like that. I'm chasing my dreams. I'm doing it. I'm here. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I'm not leaving until I accomplish what I came here to get. I'm not playing games, okay? Today's vlog is going to be discussing issues that I've run into as a Black woman specifically, trying to make it in this business, or just things that I've noticed as a Black female so far. I think since I've moved to New York, I have become overly aware of the color of my skin. And I'm from down south. So, now when I say that, it's not like, oh, people up here racist, they're saying this, and that to me. Like, it's not that at all. It's a lot of microaggressions, micro things. And I just want to bring some attention to it. And we're gonna discuss. That's it. Opening up a conversation. I don't expect to get anything out of this other than listening to the opinions of others. Please expect a lot of bloopers like that. I've never made a vlog before. I have wanted to do this for so long and just have not had the balls to just do it. I got a new computer. I'm ready, okay? I do not quite know what I'm doing. So love me anyway, and help me if you want. Okay, so for me personally, I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to be a performer. I sing, it's what I do. I can't see myself doing anything else. I moved to New York. I'm going to grad school for vocal performance. Just kind of went on the whim, chasing my dreams in the Big Apple. And I've started to realize a lot of things as I'm going through this process. And everything is not bad, but I'm starting to realize things that make me uncomfortable, or some things that I question. So the one thing that bothers me the most is the narrative of Black women in theater. It's problematic. We are all not struggling, coming from the slums of wherever in America. Why everybody thinks that's all that I don't know. I admire people, I'm glad that people understand that we are strong women. Yes, thank you. We do go through trials and tribulations and we thrive, okay? But it's not your story to tell. I think it would be better. I don't know. I really don't know what the solution to this issue is. I've been trying to figure it out. I'll give you an example. So, Sister Act, the musical. Loved the musical. When I was in high school, I went to see it on Broadway here in New York on a field trip with my high school. And Patina Miller was the star. You know, that's the first time Ikeja saw a black woman as the lead in the show. Okay. And I loved it. Loved the music. I've seen the movie, like I grew up watching the movie with my mom. Like I loved it. Everything about it. Fast forward, I saw Sister Act again. It was performed here at NYU. I'm a graduate student at NYU. And we had a panel talk to us after the show, after the performance. There was a talk back, and I stayed after the show to listen to the talk back. There was the writer, the director, like people that were in the original cast, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, they were talking about like how it was created, how they went about writing the script, you know, some of the jokes. If you've seen the show, you know that some of the jokes are kind of make you go, that's kind of borderline not okay. As I was sitting there, I found myself getting not upset, confused, uncomfortable. I found myself getting uncomfortable with white men. You know, I just pictured them while they were talking. I pictured these white men in a room discussing, writing a story about a black woman in Detroit during that time period. They got to pick the jokes, and I'm just like, it just didn't really feel right. And when I was watching the show, you know, as an adult now, really paying attention to different things, it just didn't feel authentic or honest. And it almost made me feel like it was borderline making fun of my people, if that makes sense. So after that night, I started paying attention to all of the shows that I see from here on out, and specifically if it's a woman of color, black women specifically in this situation. I'm paying attention to the story that's being told. I'm paying attention to who's writing it. And it's a problem. It's made me want to invest in writing. I want to tell my own story. I don't think it's anybody else's story to tell. And I really believe, and I hope that the narrative of the stories of black women change. We need to be shown in a better light. We need to be shown authentically, us, real things, mainstream. There are a lot of great women, black women, doing great work, and I will try to get that information to you, but I don't know. I think that's the first time I've ever like actually sat there and like thought about it. In the middle of that conversation, I was just like, I guess, like, there was a joke like with I mean, she's in a convent of nuns hiding or whatever, if you don't know the story, and you know, one of the white nuns, oh, the African nun, and everybody's like, ha ha ha. Or there was another joke where it was like, they were trying to guess where she was from, and they Detroit. No, good guess. You know, I don't know. And the white people in the audience loved it. It was hilarious. Oh my God. And then the lead, you know, she had a line. She's like, incognito. Which is kind of funny, but I mean, realistically, like, we don't joke. I mean, nobody's going to joke and say that. But the audience laughed. there's me and a couple other black people in the audience, and all of us are just looking around like, oh, it's y'all laughed too hard. Y'all laughed too hard at that joke. Yeah, I'm gonna ask the girls about this too, but the narrative, there is a shift happening, specifically with television. Sandra, shout out to you. Issa Rae, shout out to you. There's a shift happening right now, but it just needs to be pushed more. And I really, really love musical theater, and I have yet to see a character on stage that I can relate to. Like, that's me. You know, I don't have that yet. When am I gonna get that? And you know, I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, okay, nobody else is gonna do it. Instead of complaining about it, I'm gonna try to write my own story and maybe throw the idea to somebody that's in that field specifically that writes. I perform, I write a little bit. But yeah, narrative.